Whether you're a veteran or a newcomer to the hobby, this video will give you an overview of the history and lore underpinning the game Warhammer Age of Sigmar. I'm Dave, this is Maz Hobbies, and I hope you enjoy this video. We start in a rather strange beginning where the destruction of one world creates a new set of mortal realms. These end times, as they were termed, begin with the resurgence of the forces of chaos under the leadership of Archaon the Ever-Chosen. With the guidance of the Chaos Gods, Archaon launched a devastating campaign to conquer the Warhammer world and bring about its destruction. The Dark Elves' homeland of Naggaroth fell under the assault by both the forces of chaos and the High Elves. Malekith, the Witch King, attempted to rally his people against the invaders, but ultimately failed to prevent the fall of Naggaroth to the forces of chaos. The forces of chaos then besieged the Empire city of Middenheim, where the Emperor Karl Franz and the Empire's greatest heroes made their last stand against Archaon's hordes. However, the forces of chaos were aided by the betrayal of the Skaven, who turned against the defenders and opened the city's gates to the enemy. With Middenheim fallen, the Empire's capital of Altdorf came under siege by the forces of chaos. Despite the valiant efforts of its defenders, including the legendary Gotrek Gurnisson, Altdorf ultimately fell to overwhelming might of the Chaos Hordes. In a desperate bid to save the world from destruction, the Tomb King Settra the Imperishable and the vampire lord Manfred von Karstein resurrected the ancient necromancer Nagash, hoping to use his power against the forces of chaos. However, Nagash had his own agenda and sought to claim ultimate dominion over the world. Manfred von Karstein initially served Nagash faithfully, seeing him as a means to further his own power and ambitions. However, Manfred's treachery stemmed from his desire for personal power and autonomy. He saw Nagash as a master to be used rather than a god to be worshipped. Manfred orchestrated a complex plot to betray Nagash, aiming to seize control of the powerful realm stone known as the Orb of Immortality. With this artifact in his possession, Manfred believed he could ascend to godhood himself and rule over the undead legions as their supreme master. The betrayal culminated in Manfred's attempt to steal the Orb of Immortality from Nagash's fortress, unleashing chaos and conflict in the process. This act of treachery not only enraged Nagash, but also incurred the wrath of other powerful factions in the mortal realms. Nagash, though furious at Manfred's betrayal, did not immediately destroy him. Instead, he allowed Manfred to live, perhaps seeing further potential use for him in his grand schemes. However, Manfred's actions permanently severed his ties with Nagash, leaving him as a pariah among the undead and target for vengeance from both his former master and other factions, which, if you think about it, is pretty cold, but also entirely in keeping with a big evil necromancer. As the forces of chaos converged on the ruins of Altdorf, a massive confrontation erupted between the champions of order, including the High Elves, Dwarves, and remaining forces of the Empire, and the armies of chaos led by Archaon and the Chaos Gods themselves. In the climactic final battle, the forces of chaos overwhelmed the defenders, and the world was consumed by fire and darkness. The old world was destroyed, and all seemed lost. However, from the ashes of the old world rose the mortal realms, a new universe created by the God King himself, Sigmar. Thus began the Age of Sigmar, where the struggle between order and chaos continued in a new fantastical setting. Following the destruction of the world that was, the God King Sigmar led the pantheon of deities in the Great Founding, shaping the mortal realms from the very fabric of the cosmos itself. And it's these mortal realms that exist within the game setting today. Azir, the realm of heavens, is the realm of celestial splendor, where Sigmar's realm sits high above the other realms. It is a place of order, purity, and enlightenment, serving as the heart of Sigmar's domain and the bastion of hope against the forces of chaos. Shaiish, the realm of death, is a realm shrouded in darkness and mystery, where the souls of the deceased journey after death. It's ruled by Nagash, the god of death, who seeks to expand his dominion over all who dwell within its shadowy depths. Ghyrin, the realm of life, is a realm of lush forests, verdant plains, and teeming jungles, where the power of life flows in abundance. It's the home to Alariel, the Everqueen of the Sylvaneth, who nurtures the natural world and defends it from corruption. Shamon, the realm of metal, is a realm infused with the essence of metal and alchemy, where towering mountains of iron and brass stretch towards the sky. It's a place of invention and innovation, where the artifice of the Duardin thrives alongside the raw power of arcane magic. Akshi, the realm of fire, is a realm of blazing deserts and molten rivers, volcanic landscapes pitted amongst its many plains, where the fires of creation burn eternal. It's home to the fire slayers, the fiery Duardin warriors, and the fiery legions of Khorne who revel in the fury of battle. Ulgu, the realm of shadow, is a realm cloaked in darkness and deception, where shadows twist and shift, concealing secrets and lurking dangers. It's a realm of illusion and trickery, where nothing is as it seems, and even the most stalwart heroes can be led astray. Haish, the realm of light, is a realm bathed in radiant light, where power of illumination banishes darkness and reveals hidden truths. It's a realm of enlightenment and inspiration, where luminous armies of Sigmar battle against the forces of darkness. Gur, the realm of beasts, is a realm of untamed wilderness, where savage beasts roam throughout the land, and the power of the primal forces reigns supreme. It's a realm of ferocity and instinct, where only the strongest and most cunning can survive. With the mortal realms established, Sigmar and his divine brethren ushered in an era of prosperity and enlightenment. Mortals and gods coexisted harmoniously, and the realms flourished under the guiding hand of order. Cities and civilizations rose across the mortal realms, and the mortal races thrived. Sigmar formed alliances with other godly beings, such as Alariel, the Everqueen of the Sylvaneth, and Grungni, the god of the Duardin. Together they worked to ensure the protection and prosperity of the mortal realms, fostering unity, cooperation among the divine pantheon. It was during this time that mortal explorers and adventurers ventured into the far reaches of the mortal realms, uncovering ancient mysteries and untold treasures. Exploratory expeditions were launched to chart the vast landscapes and discover the hidden wonders of each realm. Despite the tranquility of the Age of Myth, the forces of chaos lurked beyond the boundaries of the mortal realms, seeking to corrupt and destroy all that Sigmar had created. Yet during this age, chaos was held at bay by the combined might of order and the vigilance of Sigmar's storm hosts. Throughout the Age of Myth, heroes and champions emerged from the corners of the mortal realms, answering Sigmar's call to defend civilization against encroaching darkness. These mighty warriors, such as Vandus Hammerhand and Neve Blacktalon, became legendary figures, their deeds celebrated across the realms. Under Sigmar's benevolent rule, Azir, the realm of heaven, stood as a beacon of hope and enlightenment. Here, the Stormcast Eternals, Sigmar's immortal warriors, were forged in celestial lightning and imbued with divine purpose, ready to defend the realms against any threat. The Age of Chaos was ushered in by the rise of Archaon the Ever-Chosen, a fearsome champion of chaos undivided. Chosen by the Chaos Gods as their ultimate instrument of destruction, Archaon embarked on a devastating campaign to conquer the mortal realms and bring an end to civilization. As Archaon's forces swept across the mortal realms, they left a trail of devastation in their wake. Cities were razed, civilizations were brought to ruin, and entire populations were enslaved or slaughtered. Chaos reigned supreme, and the realms echoed with the screams of the oppressed and the clash of armies. During the Age of Chaos, the once mighty civilizations of the mortal realms were brought low by the overwhelming might of chaos. The cities of order were besieged and their defenders overwhelmed by the relentless onslaught of chaos warriors, demons, and monstrous beasts. Many realms fell into darkness and despair as chaos spread its corrupting influence unchecked. The Chaos Gods, including Khorne, Nurgle, Tzeentch, and Slaanesh, revelled in the carnage and destruction wrought by their followers. They showered their champions with dark blessings and empowered them to carry out their malevolent will. As the realms burned, the power of chaos reached its zenith, and the forces of order struggled to stem the tide of corruption. Despite the overwhelming might of chaos, there were those who refused to bow to its tyranny. Heroes and champions of order, including Sigmar's Stormcast Eternals, rose up to defy Archaon and his legions. Led by the God King Sigmar, these valiant warriors fought bravely to push back the forces of chaos and restore hope to the mortal realms. As the Age of Chaos drew to a close, the forces of order began to gain ground against the forces of chaos. Through cunning strategy, unwavering resolve, and the power of divine intervention, Sigmar and his allies succeeded in reclaiming lost territories and pushing back the forces of darkness. With the defeat of Archaon and the resurgence of order, the mortal realms were reborn, though scarred by the trials of the past. Thus began a new chapter in the history of the realms, as Sigmar and his allies sought to rebuild civilization and defend against future threats. The Realmgate Wars were a series of conflicts that erupted across the mortal realms following the realm-shaking event known as the Age of Chaos. These wars were characterized by intense battles for control over the powerful realm gates, ancient portals that allowed for swift travel between different realms. Following the devastating events of the Age of Chaos, the realm gates, ancient portals that connected the mortal realms, became focal points for strategic importance. These portals allowed for rapid travel between realms and held immense power, making them coveted prizes for the various factions vying for dominance in the shattered realms. The Realmgate Wars saw the involvement of various factions across the mortal realms, each seeking to seize control of realm gates for their own purpose. Sigmar's Stormcast Eternals, forged in the heavens and imbued with celestial power, led the charge to secure the realm gates in the name of order. Meanwhile, the armies of chaos, death, and destruction also sought to claim the realm gates, seeking to spread their influence around and dominate the mortal realms. The Realmgate Wars were characterized by epic battles all across the mortal. The Realmgate Wars were characterized by epic battles all across the mortal realms as armies clashed for control of the realm gates. From the deserts of Akshi to the forests of Gyron, each realm became its own battleground, with warriors from all races and factions participating in the conflict. These battles were fierce and bloody, with the fate of the entire realms hanging in the balance. Throughout the Realmgate Wars, heroes and champions led their armies to victory. Legendary figures such as Lord Celestiant Vandus Hammerhand of the Hammers of Sigmar and Neferata, Mortarch of Blood, became renowned for their prowess in battle and strategic acumen. These champions played pivotal roles in shaping the outcome of the wars and determining the fate of the mortal realms. The Realmgate Wars were marked by several key turning points that shaped the course of the conflict. From daring raids to full-scale invasions, each victory or defeat had far-reaching consequences for the factions involved. The outcome of these conflicts determined which factions would gain control of the realm gates and exert their influence over the mortal realm. As the Realmgate Wars drew to a close, the balance of power in the mortal realm shifted dramatically. Sigmar's forces succeeded in securing control of many of the realm gates, establishing bastions of order across the realms. However, the forces of chaos, death, and destruction remained ever-present threats, and the struggle for supremacy continued to rage on. The Soul Wars were ignited by the cataclysmic event known as the Necroquake. This upheaval in the realm of Shyish, orchestrated by the god of death Nagash, unleashed a wave of necromantic energy that reverberated throughout the mortal realms. The Necroquake disrupted the balance of life and death, awakening ancient spirits and empowering the forces of the undead. Sigmar's celestial warriors, the Stormcast Eternals, were deployed to combat the spreading influence of the Necroquake. Forged in the heavens and imbued with celestial power, the Stormcast Eternals are Sigmar's elite champions, tasked with defending the realms against the forces of chaos, death, and destruction. Led by their Lord Celestiants and Liberators, the Stormcast Eternals launched a crusade to confront Nagash's growing legions. Nagash seized upon the chaos wrought by the Necroquake to expand his dominion over the mortal realms. His legions of undead, including skeletal warriors, vampire lords, and ethereal spirits, swelled in number as the power of death surged. Nagash sought to claim the souls of all who fell in battle, adding them to his ever-growing army of the dead. The Soul Wars coincided with the ongoing conflict known as the Realmgate Wars, where Sigmar's forces sought to secure the mystical realm gates scattered through the mortal realms. These ancient portals held the key to strategic dominance, allowing armies to traverse vast distances in just a blink of the eye. Thus, whilst the battle raged for the soul of the mortal realms, so did the battle for control of the method to move around the realms themselves. The mortal realms became a crucible of war, with battles raging across every realm as Sigmar's Stormcast Eternals clashed with the undead legions of Nagash. Countless lives were lost as the forces of order and death fought for control of strategic locations and powerful artifacts. The realms echoed with the clash of steel and roar of thunder as the fate of the mortal realms was held in balance. The Soul Wars had far-reaching repercussions across the mortal realms, reshaping the political landscape and forever altering the balance of power. Though the Stormcast Eternals succeeded in pushing back the forces of Nagash and securing key victories, the threat of the god of death loomed ever-present. The Soul Wars were to serve as a reminder of the eternal struggle between order and death, and the sacrifices made in defense of civilization. The Age of Beasts marks a period defined by dominance of primal forces, untamed wilderness, and savage creatures across the mortal realms. Following the cataclysmic events of the Age of Chaos, culminating in the Realmgate and Soul Wars, the mortal realms were left scarred and fractured. During the Age of Beasts, the realms experienced a resurgence of untamed wilderness and primal forces. Civilization waned as vast swathes of land reverted to primal wilderness, overrun by ferocious beasts and ancient monsters. Gur, the realm of beasts, became the focal point of this age. This realm is characterized by untamed wilderness, sprawling forests, and towering mountains, inhabited by a myriad of primal creatures. Gur is home to mighty beasts such as the gargants, drakes, and megasaurs, each vying for dominance in the natural hierarchy. During this age, the Beastclaw Raiders emerged as a prominent faction within the mortal realms. These nomadic tribes of ogre Beastclaw riders traversed the frozen wastes of Gur atop massive horned beasts known as thunder tusks and stonehorns. Ruthless and relentless, the Beastclaw Raiders roamed the realms in search of prey and plunder. As the wilderness reclaimed much of the mortal realms, conflict arose between the primal forces of nature and the remnants of civilization. Cities and settlements faced constant threat from marauding beasts and rampaging monsters. Brave warriors and heroes stood as bulwarks against the encroaching wilderness, defending their homes against the relentless onslaught of primal creatures. Despite the chaos and upheaval of the Age of Beasts, there existed a delicate balance of nature within the mortal realms. The forces of order, chaos, death, and destruction were tempered by the primal forces of nature, ensuring that no single faction could assert dominance unchecked. The realms became a battleground where survival of the fittest reigned supreme, and only the strongest and most cunning could survive. While the Age of Beasts was characterized by the dominance of primal forces, it also served as a prelude to greater changes within the mortal realms. The resurgence of untamed wilderness and primal creatures hinted at the shifting in the balance of power and the emergence of new threats on the horizon. The Age of Beasts represented a time of primal chaos and untamed wilderness within the mortal realms, where civilization struggles to endure amidst the relentless onslaught of nature's fury. It sets the stage for the events that follow in the ongoing narrative of Warhammer Age of Sigmar. And now we move to the current era. The aftermath of the wars has left the mortal realms in a state of upheaval and uncertainty. Factions have been reshaped, alliances have shifted, and new threats have emerged in the wake of Marathi's ascension to godhood and the revelations surrounding the machinations of the gods. With each passing day, new threats arise from the fragile peace of the mortal realms. From the relentless advance of chaos forces to the schemes of ancient necromancers and the awakening of primordial monsters, the realms are beset by dangers from all sides and at all times. Across the mortal realms, factions vie for dominance and control, seeking to expand their territories, consolidate their power, and achieve their own ambitions. Warlords, kings, and godlike beings clash in epic battles for supremacy, each seeking to impose their will upon the realms. As the Age of Sigmar unfolds, ancient powers and long-forgotten races awaken from slumber, ready to stake their claim in the ever-shifting tapestry of the mortal realms. From the mysterious Lumineth realm lords to the enigmatic Indoneth Deep King and the savage ogre tribes, new players enter the stage, each with their own agenda and destiny. But at its heart, Warhammer Age of Sigmar remains a saga of the eternal struggle between the forces of order, chaos, death, and destruction. Heroes rise and fall, empires crumble and rise again, and the fate of the entire world hangs in the balance as the mortal realms are plunged into endless war and turmoil. And that is where we are now. Endless turmoil, conflict between factions, vying for power, the Age of Sigmar. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and comment, subscribe to our channel to get updates on our videos. We don't just make lore videos, we're also busy beavering away on a range of painting guides, how to play games, and how to improve your own hobby skills. Check them out as they're released. Bye for now, and see you again.